Hi, good evening. I'm back again. This time I'm going to discuss a very sad news, really, and something which my head bends in shame. This is regarding what happened in Calcutta in Arjikar Medical College. I'm completely shocked to see this can happen in 2024. At the outset, condolences to the family who lost India's daughter. You know, and it's a very sad indeed. I mean, I don't know what the parents will be going through, and what happened to this particular woman, worker who used to do night duties to save the lives of patients, and then a doctor. It's indeed very shameful, and I think every Indian, who has got any pride or self-respect, has to bend his head in shame about what has happened. Okay. First, let me clarify this. This is not a doctor issue. I think many in this country they say, "Oh, it's a doctor issue. It's nothing to do with us." So why should we bother? They've got a IMA and that kind of a thing, and they will fight. So that's not the truth, really. It is. Not a doctor issue, but it is an issue of the girl child in India. How we treat our women in India. Okay. So second, it's an issue of people who do night duties. Now this is 2024. There are call centers. People work 24/7. And can girls and men work in the night? Are we safe? Or will be violated and then killed if you do night duties? This is a big question. What is the role of the state? What is the role of the nation? What is the role of the criminal justice system? And I'll tell you my own story. I think I was in Germany doing a fellowship 12 years ago from now, when the Nirbhaya gang rape happened in Delhi in a moving bus. You all know what happened and how she was violated. It's very shocking. I think the whole world got to know about it, and India was shamed in front of the world. In fact, I was in Germany with a world-renowned professor of orthopedic surgery in endoclinic, and he asked me, "Sri, what's happening in India? Why men are behaving like animals? Men don't rape. Only animals rape." So some animals were raping in India at that time, called Nirbhaya. So I was not part of the system. I was in England for the previous 12 years, and I didn't identify myself with what was happening in India, and I was not sure. I heard about it, but I was not aware of what was happening. And only when I moved to India in 2013, I came to understand the gravity of it and what has happened. And at the time, all this India against corruption, all this movement started. The new political figures started coming. There was Anna Hazare march, and the government, which was very insensitive, was thrown out by the people. And the new government came. Okay, and a lot of new laws were produced, and the Supreme Court was very proactive. Very stringent laws were created, which would probably prevent this from happening ever again. What happens 12 years down the line? We have a Nirbhaya too. History repeats itself. So what does it mean? What does it mean? Why the laws which were produced at Nirbhaya 1, why were they ineffective? Was it just a paper tiger? So who has failed the country? Is criminal justice system in India by the criminals, of the criminals, and for the criminals for 78 years of our independence? Is that what we have created? I think this is a moment for self-reflection, and to hang our head in shame. It doesn't matter who we are. So maybe the topmost judicial authority in the country, topmost police, topmost netas, topmost bureaucrats, or you could be a peon or a doctor. It doesn't matter. It's a day to hang our head in shame because we allowed this to happen. Okay, and we remain silent. When injustice is happening, we remain silent. This is our sin. So coming to this particular issue, we basically degraded as human beings, not as a nation, but human beings. Yesterday I was listening to a very renowned lawyer, Harish Salve, who fought a lot of Sarabjit Singh case, and he fought even the Vinesh Phogat case and a lot of things. He practices now in London, I think. One of the most premier lawyer, and he said what this shows is that we have degraded as human beings, and people, political people on both sides of the divide, as they call, are trying to make maximum, take maximum benefit, leverage out of a poor girl dying on duty in a hospital, but they can't get united to give justice and prevent, this from ever happening again. Nirbhaya 1, this is Nirbhaya 2. What lessons has been learned? What heads have rolled? Why are we doing still politics? Why as human beings we can't unite? Whether you're a politician or bureaucrat or police or lawyer or a judge, a doctor, it doesn't matter. Can't we unite as human beings and fight for a common cause? Cause of the girl, woman who has to do night duties to save people's life. That's the most shameful thing. All slogans we have, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, nice to win elections, or May Latki Hu, Lat Sakti, what nonsense. We don't practically implement it. You're a hypocrite. Enough of hypocrisy. We need to call a spade, and we need to change as a society. We have to create accountability. I think the only difference between a developed world and a third world is accountability. If there's no accountability, it doesn't matter. We may be the fastest growing economy. We are a third world country. We are third world people. I love my country, but India is great. But I can't say the same thing about Indians, sadly. So a lot of soul searching for all of us, who are degraded as human beings. And how can we contribute, change the system by having zero tolerance to unaccountability? We have to ask accountability from every person. You, citizen who votes, why are you taking money and electing criminals? Police, lawyer, judge, Neta, bureaucrat, Babu. Ask accountability, otherwise it will happen, it will keep happening. Today it is some unfortunate doctor in Calcutta. Tomorrow it will be your daughter, your wife, your mother, who will undergo the same thing. Don't think it will come to you. It will come to you because you decided to turn your head away. You didn't stand for justice. So then, history will repeat. So I think, as a state and as a nation, as a citizenry, we have failed. Every time, next time we vote, criminals, let us rethink. Is this the direction my country has to go? Is the 500 rupees or a arak or a sari or a cooker that the Neta gives more important than my country? Am I so cheap that I'm going to sell my country? Am I like those cows, all these cows in bazaar, they have a rate, cow, this gir cow, my rate for sale, 100 rupees. My price, I am a doctor, my price is 5,000 rupees. I am a lawyer, my price is 10,000 rupees. I am a Babu, Neta, this is my price. I'll sell my nation for this price. You name the price, I am for sale. This is how we want to become. Let's soul search. Let this be the last. Let's not hide, crime. Let's not protect criminals. Let us take democracy's people's power into our hand and change the system. Sometimes we have to have a Andolan, Independence Day, midnight march, those ladies went in the middle of the night, on the Independence Day, man, come on, In that, if you don't have independence and you've got gundas vandalizing the hospital and destroying evidence, what has happened to us? So, a really shameful event. Let us soul search. Let us change the system, because we are the system. You know, if I change, I'll be one less criminal in 1.4 billion Indians. So like that, each one of us change, and the whole country will change. This is the secret to change. All the conspiracy of what has happened, I will do a separate video. Thank you.